Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the tangle Ample from CZT Katie Crommett. Well, at the time of this recording, I just finished 4 glorious days of tangling with fellow CZTs and Zentangle HQ, and as I was like, oh, let's see, and we were introduced several tangles that we can that are very nice, and those will be coming soon. Um, but I just, as I was looking, I'm like, I need just something. I couldn't even put my finger on it, and then this one came up, Ample, and I thought, yes, I need ample time to digest all of the wonderful things that happened over these last 4 days. So that way, yeah, so look forward to fun things. This is a really, really neat tangle. Lots of ideas for variation. So make sure to take a look at the For More Inspiration link so you can see some of the other ways that you can do it. And that is basically in the shapes that we're going to do. I'm going to stick with what Katie has for in her step out, and but just know, go look. Lots more fun you can have with this. All right, and it's so simple, and just I love whimsical, and this is how I see this one. All right, so it would be a border tangle. So we're going to just start with a couple of very tall, narrow curve lines, and we'll do a set of 2. I'm going to make these bigger than I was doing before. Like that. Kind of like bunny ears. All right, then, keeping that shape, we're going to do 2 going the opposite direction, but we're going to start in the middle of this second one here. And I'm just going to start, what would this be? Maybe a little less than halfway up. Maybe call it a third. But same thing going down. And you play with it and see which way you like it. That just to give you an idea. And then we're just going to keep alternating these sets of 2 like this. And then, inserting into the one like that. So in the last one here, going down. And then going up. Oh, I'm going to squish one in there. And then because I like to work as if it's going off the page, I'm going to continue one here and one here. I probably didn't need to squish that one in there. It totally looks squished, but whatever. It's all good. It's Zentangle. There's no such thing as a mistake. All right. Then we're going to do little curve lines. So let's see. Right here, where these 2 are open, these open ends that are next to each other, just a little curve line. And whoopsie, let me get this position better. Best to do the takeoff and land concept on these. Then you don't get that little bump like I just got. And so the takeoff and land, if you don't know, we're going to trace over a little bit of this one, and then do the curve, and then come back tracing over again. So it's kind of like the runway and landing strip. So taking off and landing there. Or I should have said that slower. Taking off and landing. I should have said it as I was doing it, but it's such a little teeny curve. And again, sometimes you just have to squish things together just to challenge yourself and say, how can I make that little curve line there and make it look like something? Yes, I can. Even with the PN pen, which is a little bit thicker nib than, say, the 01. I was just in the mood to use this one today. All right, then the next step, we're going to do more big curve lines. In this one, you just have to watch where you're putting it. And I'm moving my head. Okay, so we did these in sets of 2. So looking at here, we're going to connect the 2 sets. We'll just say it that way. So from this one, the outer, that's not the right way to say it. And never erase. Never mind that. Here's the set of 2. We're going to do the second one. This set of 2, we're going to do the insides. That might be better. Why did I say outside? I don't know. So I'm just going to do a big curve line connecting those two. And then same thing here. You just have to find the starting place and then it's all good. Right? Yes. And then here, if it was continuing, and then of course here, as this one would have continued as well. Now, I just turned my tile so I could do the same thing on the other side. And the other thing is that it's going to alternate these. So once you get one, it's in the right place, you're good to go as long as you know, oh, I'm alternating this. So again, thinking of it the way I just explained it, this pair, we're going to go on those inside two, and we're connecting them with a big curve line, and then you can just go from there. Right off the page. Okay. And as you can see, right, they're alternated. And then it's playtime. I love that she put little filled in orbs. This makes me think of the Tangle Doodah. And actually, when I first saw this, one of the variations is to do it squared. So instead of making U's, you would just square off all of these angles. When I saw, I think it was on one of hers, like the inside part was squared and the outside part was curved, or vice versa. But, oops, and let's get this one right here. But in any case, really, really cute tangle, and this guy would have a little ball on it as well. And you don't have to add these little balls. It's just I think it looks neat. Otherwise, the little end is just kind of hanging out there with nothing to do. All right, here's one idea for some shading. And I'm just putting some graphite at the top of all of these little curve lines. And that's another reason, I always enjoy looking and seeing what the originator of the tangle, how they shaded it. And sometimes they don't, and you know what? You don't have to shade it if you don't want to. You can just leave it, I think I heard Rick call it once, flat. And that's okay too. Depends on what you want to do with it. And again, Katie had some neat examples, and I like one of them. It kind of looked like patches. So she did shading similar to this, but like on one side she did kind of like a sort of like a tic-tac-toe, but it was more than just a tic-tac-toe board. But I don't know. It just struck me, tickled me. So cute. But I love this whimsical, having it all with the curve lines. I just love this whimsical look. What a neat border tangle. And then you can, so many things you could do with that as well. You could even have that as a nice centerpiece is what I'm thinking, and have things growing off of it. You could also do a nice aura around either side. That is always nice. It's a great finishing touch. And then, as I have learned this weekend, so many things you can do with that. Oh my goodness gracious. But what a neat tangle. Love it. Well, if you enjoyed this, would love to have you click like. Feel free to share it, leave comments, and if you liked it enough to see more, I would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. I mentioned the description section several times. I always do my own version of the step out and then link to the originator of the tangle. So you'll see that first, and then below that, ways to connect with me. So again, if you liked it enough to see more, maybe you want to dive into an online tangle session. I do them almost twice weekly. Just depends on the week. Thursdays, I'm in Michigan, so Thursdays, I do 2 sessions every Thursday. It's the same tangle. It could be something like this. It may be paired with something else, just depends. We take an hour and just have fun with it. So I do have some replays. So if you click on my name below the video, that should take you to the channel's homepage. And there you can see my playlists as well. And there is a playlist of class replays. So you can, pick one and enjoy watching the fun that we have. And sometimes it's just one of those you have to be there. But we'd love to have you join us. Um, I do have to say, a lot of them are free. I do have a couple that are paid. I also have a membership club that I turned one of the regularly paid classes into an exclusive club member class. So, and who knows? Some point I might add more, just as time allows. So, again, would love to have you join us. Also, link to my Facebook Tangle Addicts community. So if you want to, maybe you don't have time to take classes, but you want to connect with other tanglers, come and join us. I do have a couple membership questions that are required, so just so that we know. So hope that you join us sometime. We'd love to tangle with you. And with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.